What's going on, Pulsicans and One Ink Maxi? How are we doing today out in crypto land? Are you guys feeling bullish? Are you buying that bottom that we've been talking about for the last week? Maybe not last week, maybe last 5 days, 4 days. But man, if you guys aren't taking advantage of these prices, I don't know what you're waiting for. I mean, it's playing out right in front of our eyes. And yes, of course, I could be wrong. And yes, of course, Rackham Rochelle could come in and smack the price down. Like those are VCs, right? Everyone's got VCs, but I don't think they would, man, because I think they already would be smacking the price down if they were going to. And I think that, the last probably month or so, maybe 2 weeks, though, all this bottom selling has been done by just, dolphins, turtles, maybe a couple sharks. Like, I don't think a lot of the pressure here in this last week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks has been done by massive whales. In fact, Nick Cherry was the last biggest whale that I'm aware of that was smacking the price down. And he's been doing it for quite a while, actually. He was selling the bottom, actually, when when the SEC news came out. And so he was selling the bottom then. And so, yeah, he helped sell the bottom now. And here we are. I've never been more bullish in my life on any ecosystem. We have seen proven data that we did a 5x the entire ecosystem. I'm talking about the spear, how Asami likes to call it, which is the layer one, right? That's what we're going to measure everything in. But it did a 5x, guys, in our little alt season. Like, what's it going to do in the big alt season? 10x, 15x, 20x, 50x? I don't know. Once again, we're going to go back to the 4 rocket thrusters that need to happen. One of them is already ignited, even though we haven't seen the liquidity come in yet, but that's the Ethereum ETF, clarity in the SEC case, RH streaming again, and privacy on Pulse Chain would send us into the stratosphere to the moon. It'd send us to the moon, I believe. So it's a lot of bullish stuff going on. I think we're seeing the building happen. Guys, the building that's going on in Pulse Chain is insane. For someone to point to our chain and go, "Oh, dead chain. This chain has no users." Like, it's insane. It's ludicrous. So there's, massive bullish divergence on the macro. You've heard me say that many times on this show, where you have this great community and you have this massive building. You got Reed's Law coming in full effect, right? We have the solid index guys and that community with us. A lot of the streamers are kind of getting together. And I love some of these guys like Randy Hilarski, man. That is my boy. I've been watching him since his first stream when he was doing the Shemitah series. Like, in his streams, I tell everyone it was his streams and Sami streams that really kept me keep the faith through the SEC FUD. We're all human. We all need a little bit of encouragement and some, kind of like, hey, it's going to be okay kind of thing during bad times. And Randy was there doing it, man. He was putting the good word out every single day. We were streaming also, but our streams only help so much for us. It helps us to watch other people too who have the same conviction and the same thesis that we have. And Randy was there doing it, man. And so, like, that community is massive in what they're doing over there. And they back the 2FUCKS protocol, which is super cool right now. I'm participating over there. Not massive. I got some what I call throwaway farms that I took from the PHUX protocol and I put it over in 2FUCKS, and it's making me a little extra yield. So that's kind of fun. I like that. I like passive income. Especially when it's passive income that I don't have at risk from permanent loss. So those throwaway farms, I don't care because they have like 1 or 2 sides of the token that I'm just not too like whatever about. Like, I'm just going to let them sit through the entire market cycle. I don't care if it gets in permanent loss. I'm never going to undo them. That's my mindset on those farms. The other big passive income on play that I'm loving, which is over in another ecosystem that's very, I would say, controversial. A lot of people fight with these guys, and I'm cool with them, man. I think what they're doing over there is super cool. They're bringing a lot of eyeballs to Pulse Chain, and they back the 9MN. I know you guys heard me talk about these protocols the other day. I'm super, super bullish on 9MM because what they're doing, not only do they have a fee revenue share model, which I love, you get it from staking just your 9MM. So it's a single-sided fee revenue generation, which I love, means no impermanent loss risk, means no risk of anything, right? I just keep my 9MM staked and I'm going to get Pulse. Like, what? That's my favorite asset. I'm getting more of what I love by staking their asset. I wish I would have went harder, and I have said that many times already on their little Pulse OG theme. But I'm glad I got in. I'm glad I got in. I'm always grateful for what I have. That is key, guys. Key thing is to be grateful for what you have now, and you will receive more of it later. That's just how the universe works. Whether you believe it or not, if you believe this is a dumpster fire and you can't stand everything around you and you're on Twitter fudding it every day, well, guess what you're going to get? You're going to get more dumpster fire and FUD. And you're probably going to end up hurting yourself because you're the ones who's going to capitulate out before the massive run up. And so, yeah, I really like to see that community, flourishing over there. I like to see what 9MM is doing. I like the ideology of them launching on base, but not having a token. Guys, listen to this. This is super powerful. We want to value extract from other chains, right? We want to bring value from other places and bring it over to our system. So that's what the OA is doing, or whoever controls those wallets. And Godwell and whoever else with all that Ethereum. Like when Ethereum starts buying our assets, it's because they rode the wave up. They front run Wall Street on the Ethereum ETF, and they took that value and they put it into Pulse Chain. Super, super bullish, man. I love that. And another ways you could value extract is if you could launch a protocol on another chain, but there's no token associated to it, and there's nothing else, but you generate fees and bring that fees back over to Pulse Chain and feed it into those users. Oh my God, that is beautiful. I like that model. I like that model a lot. Let's kind of see what it does. And if we see it's a massive success, I think we should lean in on more things like that, where we're launching on other chains, but not with a token, guys. Token is not how you do it. All you're doing is diluting our money over on other chains. I want you to listen to that. When you launch a token on Pulse Chain, you have it over here, and then you're going, I'm not going to launch it over here now. All you do is dilute the economic value. You're thinking, by being on Solana or Base Chain, I'm going to get more. No, that's not how it works, man. Unless you're going to be having the Solana influencers talk about you and you got some kind of genius marketing plan. Now, it's just not how it works, man. We've seen the experiment play out. I mean, I'll point to one experiment that's been doing this is Zen. Zen's been going down into the right forever, and it did that model, right? It launched on all these different chains, and I think that was a big mistake. He should have just stayed on Ethereum. Maybe he's going to Solana now. Maybe that was a good move, bad move. I don't know. But he's definitely diluted the community over on too many chains, in my opinion. And another protocol I'll point to is Gophers. I like Dipcatcher. I like Goki. I like, they tend to get a little butt hurt sometimes, but that's fine. We're all human. And but I like the stuff they build, man. The Maxi protocol with Deci and the perpetuals and stuff like that. I own a little bit, not a lot, but I like it. If you want some exposure to some T shares, but be in a liquid form, which I like. So like for me, I like the preset. I don't want to stake anymore long term, and I want to be liquid for this market cycle. Where a good strategy is go grab a bunch of Trio or Lucky or maybe Deci. I like Trio and Lucky because they end on the 4-year market cycle around that time. And you can go and grab those, and then that way you're kind of grabbing T shares and you're grabbing liquid hex at the same time. I love that. So those guys were awesome, but the experiment of going over to Solana with the Gophers was a bad idea, in my opinion. Go look at the charts, man. It's not me. I just look at the charts and I go, well, shit, that didn't work. So I don't like that model of going to different chains, but I love the model of going to different chains and bringing actual economic value back. So let's do that, guys. I love that. I love what's going on over on 9mm, and we'll see if it's a success. And I would encourage other protocols to follow suit if it is a success. And because we don't need a token over there, man. That's not we don't need a freaking token. We got the token over here. We already got it over here, man. We don't need it over there. Figure out how to bring economic energy from over there to over here. That's what we freaking need, man. Come on. Come on, guys. It's not that hard. And don't do it by this imaginary way, like, oh, I burn token A and I'm going to give you a brand new token B on Pulse. No, come on, man. That's bullshit. All you're doing is helping out the protocol over on the other chain. Like that's a bullshit way to do it too, in my opinion. I know you guys know what I'm talking about, but I don't want to, it's just my opinion, man. I'm just a dude on the internet. This is never financial advice. Half the stuff I spit out is just garbage, right? It's just my opinion. Let's go to the chat, see what you guys got to say today. Red Squirrel, oi, what up, bro, man? How are you doing, man? I am excited for Tetra. Those guys got some awesome stuff. Man, you should, I know Tetra is talking about launching on other chains, and I don't know if this is already part of like the roadmap or whatever, man, but you should go and talk about launching on other chains and bringing value, extracting the fees back to us. Come on, man. I know you're an ambassador over there. I know you can pull some weight. See what you can do for us, man. We don't need more tokens over there. That's what we don't need. I'll tell you that. The Ink Maxi's in the house. Man, I tell you what, Briz, I topped up my Ink bag 2 days ago, or a day and a half ago. I had wired some money over, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to chill with this money, though. I'm going to keep it in stable coin because I'm like, wait for that W to play out, kind of a confirmation, if you will, of the Pulse chain bottom. And then, man, that big old $1.8 million bridged over, and I saw it coming over, and I was like, oh, crap. All right. So I went and bought Ink. I bought all Ink. Or not all Ink. I actually bought my Fame bag back. I had spent my Fame bag, and I didn't like that, so I bought it back. So I bought Ink. I bought my Fame bag back. And as soon as I bought Ink, I got a $2 in I think it's $2.49, $2.50. That wallet started buying Ink and freaking PDI, which is crazy. I don't think it's Richard. I think it's another whale, which is cool. I'm happy you're here, sir. Come hang around for a while. We got some really cool stuff over here on Pulse Chain. Some really cool tools that you could play with, and with that money. So yeah, I was happy. Ink shot up to like $2.80. I think it's at $2.70 or something now. But I got to front run a little bit of money for a while. Like, man, I'm like, screw it. I'm gonna put the money in. I'm like, and since I'm putting it in Ink, I'll go ahead and buy my Fame bag back. That's what I did too. So I was like, I felt bad because I want to hold that a little bit locked. I feel like those guys are gonna do okay. I really do. I feel like all the utility stuff that has good product market fit will eventually do fine. Some will do better than others. I think 9mm is gonna freaking kill it, guys. Like that strategy, man. Like, let's go launch the 9mm DEX and all the different all the chains, but don't put no token. Bring all that value back to Pulse. Man, I'm so bullish on that. I can't stop thinking about it. It's such a cool idea. Why, man? God, we need more guys out there thinking about it. Red Squirrel, go out there and be our man. I want you to go and tout the good word. Oh, man. Yeah, if you're a maxi for Ink, you stink. Man, I just raised my maxi level a smidge a day ago. So I get to compete a little bit more with the Ink maxi. I'm not quite at his level, but I'm inching my way up the ladder. That's for damn sure. Ink goes to $50. Woo, man. It was already at $80. Like, just give me $50 now. I'm happy as a clam. And then I got all my other blue chips. They'll be just fine. So, like, man, and I think it will, man. I mean, every time we see a pump, and here, I'll show you guys. I do want to show this. I know I showed it yesterday, but I'm going to show it again. And there was something else I want to show you anyways over on the charts. Well, here's Pulse versus ETH on the weekly. Look what it's doing, guys. The weekly is a pretty strong chart, right? The only stronger chart than a weekly really is if you want to go to the monthly. The monthly is, what is the truest of charts is what I call it. Why is it not working? I might not be able to show you guys. My internet sucks in Puerto Rico when I'm streaming at the same time. I can't even get this in the. Let me go back out. Come on, give me the monthly. All right, it ain't gonna give me the monthly, but the monthly has a green candle. Now I know the month's not over. It's half over though. If we could close the month out with a green candle against Ethereum, guys, that's super, super bullish. You have no idea. But over to the left, you can see, even on the daily today, we're up 2%. Pulse is up 2%. But look at Inc. Inc's up 3.5%, and then Hex is up 2%. Like, I mean, guys, every time we see a pump, why is this? Because when these other assets pump, especially Hex, sorry, guys, but I watched the chain. I like Hex. I do. I like Hex. I got a bag of it. I got a nice bag of it. I wanted to see it go back. It could go back to 25 cents, and I'm going to be freaking happy. Oh, my God, I'll be so happy at 25 cents. I'd be crazy happy. We're going to be buying yachts. But, man, people sell off these assets, and they go in the Inc and Pulse X, mainly Inc. That's the biggest one that I see is 3.5%, man. I don't know. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. I hope the market changes their mind and gives us the utility tokens back, because Hex is like a utility token. You know what I mean? It's like you stake it, you earn yield. I love that, you know, and I love staking. I have my ICOSA stakes, my HMI is what they're going to be called, I guess, when the V2 contract comes out. I have all those, which I'm keeping. You know, this in case I'm wrong. That's my hedge if I'm wrong. And it actually made me a Hex Dolphin, which is really cool when I was buying those. And then I have, you know, a pretty massive bag that I roll. Massive for me. Maybe not massive for, you know, the Hex OG guys, but, you know, a good sized bag that I roll on the monthly. And that collects Hex. And then actually I set up a market cycle staking ladder. So all the way till the middle of 2025, I have these stakes coming out of 1 million plus Hex. And what I did is as I have that rolling stake going forward, I'll have that stake come out. I don't restake it. I put that into my rolling stake because that's my liquid bag that I'm going to be selling in 2025. So that's kind of the plan there. But Inc, man, yeah, back to Inc. I don't know, man. Don't fade it, guys. You don't have to try to pick what asset is going to be the best runner. You can just go own all of them. And I feel like I was underexposed more on Inc than anything else. So like I topped it up. So yeah. What's up, Crypto Compassion, man? We got to hang out in Texas. We got to meet in person. That was a lot of fun. Hopefully it's not the last time. Hopefully we can hang out. I know some of you guys are going to the October event in New York. I am planning on that. I'm planning on the October event. And I may or may not go to the Nashville Bitcoin conference. I'm thinking about it. I got an event I got to go through next week. I'll be gone for 4 days on that one. And we'll see how I feel after I get back, if I want to go or not. What's up, Ruth? Hola. Hola. Harmonic Ketsukin, what's going on? Fire. Yeah, it's fire that we're in this bottom formation. Now, it's not quite there yet, right? Like if you were to talk to Hans, he'd be like, oh, we need the W and we got to break out of the W. And man, I want to front run the freaking W and the breakout. And if I'm wrong, it's just the extra risk that I'm taking, right? But that extra little risk gets me a lot more coins if I'm right. So we'll see. We will see. Yeah, man, but the difference between you and a VC, bro, is I know you're not dumping on my freaking head right now. Maybe you will in the top of the bull run. I don't know. But I'll be dumping too, so it's all right. I know you're not dumping on my head right now. A Solana VC would be dumping on my head right now. Or like Ripple Foundation. I don't care where you're at in the cycle or what the price of XRP is. They're freaking perma dumpers. Like it's just going. It's going and going and going. I feel bad for those guys, man. Take advantage of what? Zero dry powder for a long time. Man, Red Squirrels, why you got to go make money out in the real world? I make money in the real world and I bring it in. That's like my, I think it was Sprague Burgers. Like you need to have a risk. How did he frame it? You got to have a risk, not a risk tolerance. It was the way out to offset your risk. And I was like, man, I offset my risk by making new money all the time. I'm always making new money. So like, even if I get crushed on the money I'm in crypto with, like whatever, man, you guys understand, like when I was in real estate, I got crushed multiple times. On my third real estate deal, I'll tell you this story. I think I've told it before. I got into real estate. I had like a really good job. I had my I was dealing blackjack at the time actually, and in blackjack dealing, it's comparable to being a high end bartender. That's what I call it. You make really good tips. Now, depending on the casino you're at, is going to determine how, if you take your own tips home or if you're pooling those tips. But man, out in Arizona, those casinos out there, I mean, there were some dealers making $250,000 a year. It was absolutely bananas. I was making over six figures. It wasn't $250,000 a year, but I was making over six figures. And so it was a really good job. It was a great job. And even to this day, if I wasn't an entrepreneur, I'd go back and that's what I would do. I would deal cards again because it's just a good way to get quick money and big money working for the man, right? And so I was doing that. And I did blackjack guys for 15 years, 16 years. I mean, I did it for a long time, way too long. I mean, I wish I'd have rolled back the clock 10 years and become an entrepreneur sooner and got into crypto sooner, right? I missed a few cycles. But man, I saved up a bunch of money. I had a nice 401k. I took a loan on my 401k. I used my savings and I went and started flipping houses. On my third deal, man, I got my ass kicked. I lost all my money. I lost $250,000. I lost everything. And I still had my job, thank God. So that job was my, my risk, offsetting my risk. That offset my risk that I was taking because I always had that to fall back on. I was like, well, I'm going to go all in. When I lost that $250,000, I bought 4 houses at once, and the contractor took me to the cleaners. Is what happened on those 4 houses. So like, I went all in, and I got crushed, but I had my job, and so like, I was still making money. Even though I got crushed on those 4 deals, I was able to continue and pushing through doing real estate deals and still doing my entrepreneurial journey. And I ended up crushing it in real estate, man. I was in real estate for a whole decade, and I still have ties into real estate. In fact, I still have one deal right now I'm fighting with the seller on, and we're going through a lawsuit. Freaking nightmare. 2 years after winding my business down, I'm still fighting with sellers. But I might actually get some money on this. If I can get 40 grand out of this, you know where it's going. It's going right in the pulse chain. But that's my risk off, right? Like, and as long as you're making money in the real world, you can continue dollar cost averaging in and resetting your cost basis because man, the sacrifice price is negated. It's completely negated, right? We have this new cost basis low where Richard's going to point to, and he should, because we've had plenty of time to be down here. We've had plenty of time down here, and no one can say, oh, I didn't have time to accumulate those lows. In fact, I was watching Brazology the other night talk about this on Matty Allen's show. You had so much time to accumulate the pulse chain bottom, the pulse X bottom, even the ink bottom. I know I didn't accumulate enough at the ink bottom, but I told myself if I ever go under $3 again, I'm grabbing a bag, and we did. We went into $3. I got it at $2.50. I'm like, yes, not a bad win. I'll take it, even though I know I didn't get a lot at the bottom. I got some at the bottom, but it was a very small bag. I wish I'd have went bigger. That's all right. I was buying pulse. I was laser focused on building my pulse bag at that time, and that's fine. I got to buy the bottom of pulse. That was it. I got to buy the bottom of pulse, and so, man, the sack price is gone. The only way you can get these new lows is if you keep bringing in new money. And I know it sucks ass, man. And it's like, oh God, how do I bring new money in? Got to figure out how to make it, man. You got to go out there and add value to the world. Become an entrepreneur is one way. You start a business. If you're doing really well at your job, maybe ask for that raise. Like, hey, bro, like boss, like, man, I've been kicking ass, man. I make you a lot of money. Give me a raise. And you take that money and that delta on your raise. You don't up your lifestyle. I don't even up my lifestyle when I make more money in my entrepreneurial world. Like, what I do is I put it in crypto. I'm going to leverage that money that I'm making in the real world. And when I'm going to go in crypto and get myself a 5, 10, 15, 20X. That's what I'm going to do, right? Maybe a 50X if we're lucky. If all 4 thrusters ignite, we might get that. I don't know. Never financial advice. I'm just a dude on the internet. But that's my opinion on it. Go out there, create money in the real world, bring it into crypto, and leverage it, man. That's the key. But I love you, Red Squirrel. I love what you guys are doing over at Tetra. You have the big brain to make things work. Whatever happened to Jack Pleb? I popped him a long time ago, and anything mentioning, saying, man, he's still over there launching brand new protocols left and right. Dude, that was a problem, man. He launched so much garbage after garbage. He lost the community, man. He had a community. It was mainly Hexicans, but he kept launching shit. And it's like, dude, like you got to stop. And it's like he's experimenting. He experiments around on your head, right? At your loss is what he's doing. And he's going to end up hitting one. And maybe it's the X1 chain, but I think the X1 chain might not even come out to like freaking in the bear market, this next bear market. Like after this bull, that bear is when you might see the X1 chain launch. It's not going to be anytime soon, man. And I remember that guy, man. He was making fun of RH. Oh, I can launch a chain in 2 weeks. Oh, yeah, bro. Here we are. Year and a half later. What happened to you? What happened to you? Is he even around anymore? Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't invest in this stuff or follow him anymore. I have some Zen tucked away, dude. It's there, and I'll give it all for the X1 chain when it comes around. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll put it all in freaking Pulse now. I don't know. I think about it, man. I'm like, man, why did I let that economic energy sit there? I can just put it in Pulse, get myself a nice 1020X. Yeah, man, look at that. I'm convincing myself right on stream to FUD myself out of my Zen bag. You guys are watching it real time. I'm like, man, why do I even have that bag over there just sitting there wasting away, slowly depleting in economic energy when I can put it in something I really believe in, knowing that for me, I know, right? I know, and I believe you just got to look for the clues, or just in a movie or just in a script. But for me, I see the clues. I can put it in something that I really believe in to give me a 10, 15, 20, 50X. I mean, and then I can decide in the bear market if I want to participate in that garbage. Maybe I will still. I don't know. I'll see what he wants to do with it. I don't know. I'll reassess. What up, man? Where's my bribes, bro? Fast Abdul. I want my bribes, and I'll take them in solid X, please. And maybe some 2 fucks. I'll take some bribes in 2 fucks. I got some coming in. Loving the new protocol, man. Good work. I'm happy for you guys. You guys are doing some great stuff over there. Keep on building, man. Keep the vibe going. I love the builders. It's the builders who drag the chain through the bear market. Make no mistake. When there's blood in the streets, it's the builders dragging us through. And the community. Community too. I got Reed's Law. That's the title of the show today. Reed's Law, man. I tell you, it was Money Gain Crypto who pointed it out to me first. If you guys aren't following Money Gain, go over and follow him. I love Money Gain Crypto. And he was the one that first pointed out to me, man. And it's true, man. It's strong. It's very strong as part of our macro bullish divergence that we see on the chain. The builders, Reed's Law, the massive communities coming up inside the chain. It's going to be an explosion when we finally get that bull run and all 4 thrusters are ignited on this rocket ship. I am excited. D Nice, what up, man? A regular fan of the show, man. Appreciate you, and I'm watching every time. One of these days, man, you got to come on Open Mic Friday, bro, and just say what up. You don't got to turn your camera on. If you come on, keep your camera off. You don't got to dox yourself. Love to say hi. Red Scroll, what's up, man? Tetra was always planned to be multi-chain. Yes, but there's a right way to be multi-chain and a wrong way. If you're just going launching more tokens, all that does is you're diluting. You're diluting your user base. You're diluting, the economic energy that's inside it. I want to see it where they're multi-chain without tokens over there, and there's only one token, and that's on Pulse Chain. True. So bullish on that. I love that. You guys have no idea how much I love that idea. God, every protocol should be doing that, man. That is so freaking smart. Go over there and launch the protocol, but don't launch the token. One token over on Pulse Chain. Bring all those fees back home to us Pulsicans. Man, God, it's so smart. Huh. You guys, you see how worked up I'm over that. Hex Monkey, what up, bro? If we do the right thing now, we can all become whales next cycle. Think about that. Yeah, that's true, man. At least a shark, man. I like to be a shark in some of this stuff. I look up to some of these guys, man, who are sharks. I would love to be a shark in Pulse Chain, man. I love Pulse. I love node validating. I couldn't imagine having a shark position node validating. Dude, that gets me excited. I would love the crap out of that, man. I'm a good-sized dolphin. I'm happy about it. It is what it is. It's good. I'm still bringing money in, all the time. But, man, you can imagine having a shark position node value. Like, dude, no matter what you want to degen or buy, like, you'd be making so much money that Like there's the liquidity pools. Like you can just buy whatever you want. It's almost like what Solid X does with his farming, or Solid Hex, but that's what his farming rewards. I want that in node validated rewards. That would be my my perfect like position. Like farming doesn't excite me that much because of the impermanent loss risk. It's fine, and I do it, but I don't like it like node validating. Node validating, you are providing a true value to the chain. You're single-sided, and you're in the layer one. God, I love that, man. You make money in the layer one, and then you can just do whatever you want. You want to be a big old degen all over the place, you can. You know, it'd be, man, being a shark would be huge in that. That'd be my goal. Sal Crypto Food, what up, man? What is up? 9 Miller, indeed, underrated by overall community. Not in the Tang game, bro. Those guys are all about it. And that's why that thing is going to thrive and survive. I know they can be toxic, and I know there's mixed opinions about it, but that's a community in Pulse Chain that's up and coming, and they're not going nowhere, and it's growing. And they took 9MM under their wing, and they're going heavy. That's like the one utility token they're going heavy with. So don't sleep on it. That's my opinion. I'm just a dude on the internet. I don't know. I'm not a fiat, man. Go make more, bro. You got to learn to be an entrepreneur, start a business, start hustling, go flip a house. Man, it's fun. I'm telling you, when you get your first $20, $40, $50,000 check from flipping a house, woo, man. And then you can put that shit in crypto. There's nothing like it, man. Afternoon, Corey. And what up, Archie, man? How we doing? Hex Monkey went ink banner on your wall, Corey. You only have yeah, man. I thought about it. Before I felt like I just didn't deserve the banner because my bags weren't big enough, man. I couldn't even compete with half of you guys. But now I think I'm almost there. I think I'm there. It would look good, man. It would look good. I just got to figure out how I'm going to fit it. Maybe I move the pulse all the way over to the corner of the wall. And then maybe because I'd want the long banner on the ink one, and it would be beautiful because of the colors. That's why Brizology says he likes it because of the logo. It is cool. It pops. I can put it next to the Pulse X one, man. I might do that, bro. I feel like I've earned my seat at the table now. And I'm not gonna stop, man. I'm gonna keep DCAing. You keep these prices depressed, Mr. Whoever's doing that. I feel like I think we're honestly, guys, I think we're artificially depressed. I mean, there has been some whales selling it down like freaking Nick Cherry, but I think we are artificially depressed, man. Keep the people who really believe, who make money in the real world, who can bring this shit in. Man, I'm gonna keep bringing economic energy in, like every month. Let's just bring this shit in. Some months are better than others, and yeah, $1,000 ink, bro. Man, I'll fly all you guys out to freaking Puerto Rico if that's the case. I'll tell you that. We are going to be partying. I moved a large position of Pulse. And man, what, bro? I will never compete with Brizology. Now, dude, is it because I said I was buying a bag? Is that why? Is it because I was buying a bag and now you got to go and like double, triple, quadruple your bag, bro? God, I'm never going to get a one-up on you. I moved a large position, Pulse in the ink a couple days ago. Now I can trade back into Pulse and get, okay. Yeah. You're just value extracting out of one RH ticker and going to another. Like when I see that on Twitter, you know how you see like the bot, they'll tell you when they're selling one for the other. I love when I see it like when it's stable coin, right? Buying. But when you see like, 1 billion Pulse or 2 billion Pulse bought with 50,000 ink, I'm like, doesn't excite me, man. It's just you're taking one hand and put it in the other is all you're doing. But if your goal is if you feel like you're underweighted on Pulse, that's a way to do it, man, because ink's going to shine, and then you can kind of bring some of that money back into Pulse and amplify your Pulse bags, because maybe your goal is to up those node validators, right? Yeah, man, he's out there doing it, but he knows ink's going to go to the freaking moon, man. I think it is too, man. It's not going to stop. People are like, oh, but what about Solid Hex? He'll have 200 million a year. That's never. Yeah, that's if we do 100x, man. I mean, like, but we'll do a quick 10 to 20x. It'll be fast. And then, the other blue chips like Pulse, man, it's going to move it's going to move slower. I think Hex is going to be moving the slowest. Sorry, guys. I could be wrong. Hope not. But those will move up afterwards. And so maybe Brizology's get the right idea. a quick 10x on your ink, bring it over into the slower mover, blue chips, and as they kind of keep climbing. That's kind of the idea of like people saying, when I'm done with altcoins, I want to go into Ethereum. Or when I'm done with Ethereum, I want to go into Bitcoin because they're saying Bitcoin is going to continue finishing out the market cycle and going up. It's the same ideology right there. So let's see. Click on an arrow next to the days and see the month. Man, it's my internet, bro. It's like I couldn't get it to do anything. It wouldn't even scroll. When it won't scroll or move, it's the internet's laggy. It's because I'm streaming in Puerto Rico. Internet sucks. I won't be dumping you guys. I'll be using Earn and Flux as earning my. Yeah, that's a great strategy, man. I will probably be deploying the same strategy, even though I don't have as big as bags, but I will be deploying some of those strategies because it's just an easy way to exit without hurting the price chart. Hex Monkey, seriously, I can't even trade. I ain't even trying either. Yeah, man. Been volunteering to work 6 days a week for 3 years, all on Pulse. Man, I love it, D Nice. Keep it up, bro. Keep it up. Just don't make the mistake of upping your lifestyle, right? Sprack Burgers in the zero. Yeah, probably, bro. Jeez, man. I don't know what's going on with that shit. Maybe it does. I don't know. There's some big whales over there, like ET, who's very pissed off at Jack. He's a perma dumper, man, and that tells me, man, maybe I should sell my bags. I was 8 years for Zen. See what happens. Yeah, maybe, man. I don't know, but why not? Like for me, dude, it's like the whole you guys are not gonna like this, like the staking way out in the future, man. I'd just rather play the market cycles. The market cycles are tried and true. It's the only thing that stays true. And I'm gonna use the data that I have. Like you could buy all your Zen back in the bear market. This next bear market, you could probably buy like 10, 20, 50 times the amount of Zen during that bear market than you can right now, man. So I mean, like, yeah, keep that in mind. Delusional, man. I'm delusional, bro. I'm a freaking nutbag. You got to be a nutbag to be a crypto guy. I think. I want to validate through a rocket pool, man. Oh man, come on. You go to David Feeder, bro. David Feeder, you just utilize his server. I retain my keys. I retain my coins. It's freaking brilliant, man. It's brilliant. I get all the passive income in my wallet. Man, it's the best thing I ever did. And I can put as many as validated as I want in there, or I could take away some, whatever, man. It's like, come as I go. It was the greatest thing I ever did was utilizing his servers. It's great. You don't have to worry about the hardware. I live in Puerto Rico, bro. My internet sucks. I can't do it. I mean, you can. I know guys out here to do it, but I don't like that risk. Paul Sachs, what's up, bro? Remember us joking in December about how cheap it was to get a shark position? Yeah, man. What the hell, bro? Why didn't you kick me harder, man? Oh, well. What are you going to do, dude? It is what it is, man. You live and learn. But hey, it's all right. It's all right. We have the second best opportunity right now. So, I mean, it hit 40 cents. So maybe you would have got it around 50, 60 cents, right? And so now your second, it's an 8x, 5x. I don't know. I can't even math today. This is your second best opportunity to pick up a bag. And I did. What up, Expeditions? Yeah, man. Same here, Briz, waiting for staking pools. Man, you guys, I don't like, look, staking pools are cool, but you're really giving up all your coins to a third-party middleman, where with David Feeder's way, you retain your keys and you retain your coins. I like the staking pools because the average crypto guy needs that. You guys are not the average crypto guys. Come on, man. Come on. Wake up. Let's retain our keys, retain our crypto, start earning rewards today, and providing true value to the chain. So if you guys want to know more, man, you reach out about it. You want more information about it. I use David Feeder for that. He runs the server, and I control all the coins and keys. So, yeah, man. It's no third-party middlemen. What the hell? You guys are RH people. So, well, cool, guys. That's it, man. I wanted to come on. I know I said I was going to be off today. The appointment I had in San Juan was quick. I didn't expect that. Like, I was in and out of there. I was like, man, I was back by 11. I was like, I guess I could stream after all. Happened fast. So it's good. You guys see 146 of you watching. If you guys have not hit the like and subscribe, do so now. Smash the likes, all you guys, because that helps the algorithm. Smash it till your thumbs are blue, please. or smash it to your thumbs up purple like the pulse chain symbol. All right. Let's get the algorithm up. And that way we can bring the good word of DeFi, crypto, of pulse chain, and some real estate stuff at the top of the bull market. That's what we're going to be doing. We'll be talking about a lot more real estate stuff at the top of the bull. We'll bring some operators on too, who are running some high level deals, high level apartment syndications. That's what I'm mostly interested in. And that's what I'll be going into with my money at the top of the bull. And hopefully some of you guys can come along that ride with us. Paul Sachs, I forgot about the remote validate servers. Yeah, man, it is freaking sick, dude. It is sick. I log on all the time. I got, I retain my keys. I see my rewards coming in every day, dude. I can add more whenever I want. I can take out whenever I want. I'm just utilizing his server. That's it. It's still my node validators. Like, right? This is this is the way Richard taught us. And yeah, you can use that money for whatever, man. If you want to use that for your degen money, that's great. You can do that. Or I'm just letting it accumulate. I'm just letting it accumulate and accumulate. You could compound them back in. So that, when you get 32 million pulse, you can go back in with a new node validator and be compounding, which that, over the long haul, that will increase your APY if you're doing that. I gotta have to do some monkey math on that. I'm not very good at that. I'm sure some calculators out there that'll do it, but it will increase your APY that you're receiving off the node validators if you're compounding every time you hit 32 million pulse threshold. So cool, guys. We'll be back tomorrow for Open Mic Friday. Come on, guys. Come on and say hi. You can come on and we can fight about whatever. We can talk about whatever. I'm an open book. I just want to have fun. You guys are the community. You guys are why I'm here. You guys are why the show is here. Come on and let's wrap. You guys made the show. Hit the likes, hit the subscribe, and I will see you guys mañana.